out to try and make this work. It's gone completely wrong, and now the screen's all weird and tiny. So hello, I might not even be able to see this. I don't know what's happened, but I had a little tripod thing, and is it a gimlet? The thing that makes it go. There's like a little ball thing. Yeah, too much information. There's a little thing. Hello, joyous Sunday to you too, Fingal. Yes, so there's a little thing that keeps this camera solid, and it was just wobbling around everywhere. So I spent 10 minutes trying to sort it out, to very little avail. But it's sorted now. But now the picture's tiny. So if you can see me, I can't see you, obviously. So yes, much has happened since we last met. Ill met, maybe. Hello. Yes, bless you all. Hello, Philip. Hello, Chase. Hello, everybody. It is a week. That's what it's been, a week. Definitely a week. It's, especially towards the end, it was like, what's going to happen now? Oh, that's lovely. So, yes, a bumblebee. Busy. I am busy. I'm a bee. I'm a big bee. A big bee for a bee. What sort of bee is me? A big bee. Yes, I'm a very big bee indeed. So this has been, yeah. What to say? It's, yeah. If there is a number 3 of the worlds of the wars, then there's certainly some people that are to blame and some people that are very much not to blame. And I think we can all work out who those people are. So, yes, if you have other opinions, I'm not saying what my opinion is. I think it's obvious that you don't invite a guest into your house to berate them and say, you haven't thanked me for shouting at you. You haven't thanked me today. You haven't thanked me enough. Why have you not thanked me? Thank me for shouting in your face. That's not what you do, is it? It's not really. It's like, well, that's it. It's like Marco Rubio was pointed out to look at all the times that thank you has been said. Yes, but not today. Not today. Not today. Not today. We need a thank you. A thank you. A thank you. A thank you. Thank you all the time for going in your face. Say thank you now. That's very much not the attitude you want from anyone. No. So, this was fun. So, I mean, I say thank you to people that have done something that I should be thankful for. Not for... So, you come to your house, you have a lovely cup of tea. And a lovely cup of tea with my big mug. And you say, have a cup of tea, guest, honoured guest. How have you been? I hear there's been issues in... Oh, you've had a hard time of it. Let's help. Let's all club together and be nice to each other. Not, what are you wearing? I don't like what you're wearing. I'm going to play cards. Which is very much what happened. If you have disagreement... Oh, my tea nearly fell off the I'm like, tea. They're very precarious. As is the situation in the world right now. So, yes, my keyboard. Yee. So, I still can't play it, but that was quite nice what I've done. If you play enough chords, you'll sound very bored, but if you play enough chords, you will find the right chords. Find the right chords. But they'll sometimes be a little bit too much or not enough, which is very much the theme of my show all the time, but especially Edinburgh. I've applied for my Edinburgh show, and I said I was wavering. I was like, shall I go? Shall I not? Shall I, shan't I? Shall I, shan't I? And I haven't gone in the big main book to be mainstream and actually real for many years, because I'm like, well, what's the point paying for people to come and see my show when I can just pay for people not to come and see my show? So I thought, no, I'll pay so that they might know that it's there. Whether that makes a difference is neither here nor there. I am paid up person in the book of the fringes, the fringes of the Edinburgh, Edinburgh fringes. So I'm going to be in there. My show is Little Circus, and I very much haven't written it yet, but I've written some of the poems, so that's all right. It's spoken word and theatre and all the things as well, all the other things. And the blurb is very much like, don't come and see this unless you want to. It doesn't say that in so many words. In 100 words, it says, this is it. What can you say? I mean, in that the poems are written, it's written. In that it has a structure, it's not written. It's turn that off. So I don't know what's going to happen. You can come see me, and we'll have a lovely time. And I've arranged. You had an opportunity. It's like, you went to vodka. Yes, that sounds like a good plan. Anyway. Yes, like the jam on the piano. Lots of jam on the piano, covered in jam. Look at me playing. I'm suddenly really... Look, no hands! That was the demo. I should cheat. More like that. It's like, what a lovely song you're playing. Oh my God. Also, I've just noticed that you can record whatever song that you're playing beforehand, like do it, record it, and then play it back. That would be a good idea, so that it's not, see, you can see it's not on now, so it's not going to do anything. I just turned it off, because it was unexpected. So yes, I don't know what is going on in the world, and I don't know what's going on with my show, but it is officially going to be a show. So now I have to write the show, and plan the show, and actually go to Edinburgh and do the show, which requires me to find somewhere to stay because I don't have a slightest clue, and all the prices have gone up in the air. So yeah, which is what other things happen, because I tell you what, cryptocurrency and all of these things that the billionaires have, they went up. Everyone, all of them had got about 200 billion more than in November. But it's all plummeted now. So now they've got no money at all, which they didn't really have anyway, because money is an illusion. But I had a tiny, because I did that thing where you press like a website and you go, I have some cryptocurrency, free cryptocurrency. And that had gone, obviously you don't get very much cryptocurrency from that, but it went from being nothing to, that's interesting, to nothing again. And now it's nothing, because it's all gone down, and I never thought it was real. So that is not what I'm going to pay for my Edinburgh show with, because there's nothing there. There was never anything there anyway. I was like, how am I supposed to get this? I don't even know. It's in a wallet. And it's not a wallet you can touch. It's nonsense. So there was no way that I could have got it, even when it was slightly more than it is now, which is nothing at all. But so paying for the Edinburgh show is a bit of a problem. Yes, it is a kleptocracy. A kleptocracy, yes, or indeed a kleptocracy. It probably is a crock of yeah. Anyway, it's definitely that. That's like, how much money can we grab out of this? Grab it all. Grab, smash and grab. Hey, when I was a kid, you used to get these things, these people would come to your school and do little plays for you. It's called Theatre and Education. And one time, this group came and did Smash and Grab. And we went into the village hall that was near our school, because we didn't really have a hall in our school. It was a bit of a tiny school. And I think there was a hall, but they turned it into classrooms and had partitions. So there was partitions. Elon Musk knows much about that sort of thing. Anyway, so we had this one thing called Smash and Grab. They came to our school, or our village hall, and we all went to see it. And it was basically don't go and rob houses. So it was all about how you don't rob houses, don't rob anything. But I don't think Elon Musk saw that play at all. He definitely didn't. No, and nor did the others. definitely not. Turn that off again. I still can't play it, obviously. So I think that this probably won't be in it because one, I have to take it to Edinburgh if I use it, and two, I don't think anybody's ready for this. Nobody. Nobody's ready for this, and I'm certainly not ready for this. So yeah. So although I'm billed under theatre for my show in August, which you're welcome to. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I've completely lost the plot here. I have put that. That's what I was going to say. When you put yourself in the book, you can say, "Hey, yes, I'll have accessible performances." So, I mean, really, I don't really. If people want to come into my audience and shout all the way through it, it's like, well, that's more entertaining than me. Go for it. But I've arranged to have on every Friday. There's no shows on Wednesdays because I need a day off. Quite frankly, I've gone all the way through before and had no days off and gone, oh no, and you can't see anything or do anything or see other people's shows. So it's all good, always good to have a day off. But on Fridays, it is a relaxed show where you can come and make as much noise as you like, and you can do that any day really. And I've said there's no audience interaction. And so if you don't want audience interaction, you don't get it. But if you do, whatever. But if you don't, and you obviously, so I'll at the beginning, hey audience, do you want to interact? That's already audience interaction though. So it's like, yeah, no. If everyone goes no, then it's like, well, too late because you've just interacted with me. No, I'm going to try and keep audience interaction to a minimum, which is difficult for me because I usually the whole show is just me interacting with the audience. But because it's going to be more of a scripted show, I hope, I haven't scripted it yet, then maybe not. But on Fridays, if the audience wants to interact with me, then they are allowed to. It is an accessible show that people can. It's not accessible by wheelchairs, unfortunately, because it's in a basement. I mean, we could put a ramp on. It's not a great venue for anyone that has mobility issues, to be fair. But if the issue is that you can't sit still, you've got ADHD. Now I sound really dismissive. No, if the issue is you don't want to sit through a whole show without shouting at me, then that's fine. You can do that on Friday. No, I sound really awful and terrible. So it's like I put that badly. It's like I don't honestly care if you don't want to interact with me, that's fine. But if you do, that's fine. That's fine. So Friday specifically, yeah, whatever, anything goes. I don't care if a whole audience is shouting at me, because they probably will anyway. I don't really care. At the best of times, it's like, well, that's fine. That is fine. So I think I need to put more effort into what an accessible show actually is and how that is going to work, because it's a little bit blasé at the moment. I've explained it badly and gone, oh no, I've caused a problem here by, yeah. Anyway, there are accessible venues in terms of mobility issue. There are several accessible venues that PBH's Free Fringe has got. But unfortunately, mine is not one of them. No. Barely got a fire exit. Don't tell. No. The fire marshals came last year and they made sure that the fire safety, because there were issues, the fire safety, like the last year, we couldn't go ahead because the actual fire escape was sort of off its hinges and actually blocked. So you tried to push it and it was just like jammed. So then they pushed it a bit more to see whether it opened, and then it fell off. So the whole door fell off, and they were like, no, you can't have that. You have to have a proper fire. So we had it. So the shows didn't go ahead on the first day. My first show did not go ahead. So they fixed that. And also, somebody had an electric bike at the top of the steps inside, which obviously you can't have, especially if there's no fire escape. Because if the electric bike, apparently they have a tendency to just go and just, yeah. So that was no good. So they moved that and they fixed the fire escape. So everything was good. Yay! Because otherwise that wouldn't. I'm really selling this venue. It's great now. They wouldn't let us do it unless it's sorted, and it got sorted very quickly by the management. So that was good. They looked after us, and it was really only my show that got cancelled because they were right on it. Just before my show started, the fire marshals came. That was an issue. And then so it was just mine that got cancelled because by the time anybody else's show happened, it was all good. So that was unfortunate for me, but it's fine. I think actually that day people had come especially to see me. Now I think about it, so that was inconvenient because they didn't come to see, especially to see me any other day, but they were coming to see shows that looked like they would be good and inclusive and I would have been one of them. I'm not saying which one, but it didn't go ahead. So yeah, anyway, this year it's all good. It's all fixed. Anyway, it's Burrito and Shake. It's in the basement of a taco place. Tacos. I would say taco, but apparently it's tacos. Tacos. Anyway, it's burritos and shakes. And you can get pizza. And that's a really fun thing about it because the kitchen's also in the basement. And so we have got the setup. So if you order a pizza upstairs, they make it in the kitchen and they go all the way through. Because the first year that we did it, they didn't really set it up properly and they couldn't get round to go to the stairs. So they would go straight through whoever was performing and then upstairs. So that's definite interaction, but not audience interaction. But now they've sorted it. We've got it so that we put a curtain up and they go to the back. So if you want a pizza, you can have a pizza while you're watching the show and then they don't have to go upstairs. That's probably best. Anyway, the chat's disappeared. Where's the audience? Yes, now the chat's come back. So yes, it's behind you, exactly. There wasn't that much interaction, so that's fine. Yes. It's behind you would be the pizza. They would go, it's behind you. Yeah, it's behind you. It's pizza. It's pizza. It's behind you. Yay. It's pizza today. See, obviously I can't eat the pizza because I'm gluten intolerant, but they're very nice, the nachos and the tacos. I have a lot of the nachos there and they're very filling. They bring like it's like I'm more excited about that than my show actually. They've got like a foil container that's completely filled with nachos and it's all covered in all the things and you get guacamole. And usually when you get it anywhere else you have to pay extra for that, but that comes with it and you get the salsa and the cheese and everything. It's really good. Oh wow, I'm really excited about it. That's one thing that I like going to Edinburgh for, is there's an awful lot of places where you can get nachos, which is one of my favourite things, and it's a staple really. I haven't had them for a while. Although you can go up the road here because that's one thing. I'm on the other internet video sharing site and a lot of people, especially in America, go, oh, that's one thing that I don't like about Europe. There's no Mexican places. It's like, okay, but there are many, and there are Tex-Mex places, and there are Mexican places, and there's everything. In fact, especially if you're in London, you can pretty much get any country's cuisine, if indeed that is how you. Yes, cuisine just means kitchen. Any country's kitchen. Anyone, any single person, anyone, and everyone goes, oh, British food sounds horrible. It's British food, it's all the other people's food because we were an empire. We basically nicked everybody else's food and adapted it to our tastes. And usually it's the people that were living in the other countries have come and helped us by feeding us nice food. Hooray! And that's why I like immigration. It's because I stuff my face with everyone's food. It's like, we're very much a magpie nation. The British Empire had a lot of bad things in that you really shouldn't go into other people's countries and stomp over everything and nick all their stuff. Which people this week should take account of, really. People this week that have mushy peas. Yeah, mushy peas looks a bit like guacamole, but isn't. It's like, do not put mushy peas on your nachos. Mushy peas is interesting because mushy peas, I found out, is not a traditional British delicacy. You would think it is, but especially in a tin. Mushy peas was invented in the 1970s. Look it up. I was surprised too. It's like, really? You would expect that's a traditional hundreds of years of British cooking. Now, peas pudding is an old thing. Now, peas pudding is split peas and it's yellow and it's like basically British hummus. So it's like, so we do British hummus. It's made of split peas and you usually have it in a can. It's peas pudding hot, peas pudding cold, peas pudding in a pot, 9 days old. Yeah. So it's nice. It's like it's definitely almost exactly like hummus, except with split peas rather than chickpeas. Interesting. But mushy peas, which is marrow fat, because marrow fat peas are fairly recent. I know it's like the same with is it ciabatta bread from Italy? You think, well, a traditional old-fashioned Italian bread, 70s. Profiteroles are slightly older, so but not in Britain. Black Forest Gatto, fairly recent, really. I don't think it's that traditional. But another thing, apparently there's a thing in America called German chocolate cake, and everyone thought that it was because it was from Germany, and it's actually because the man that invented the baking chocolate that goes into it was called Mr. German. It's like, see, this is how you get misunderstandings about a country's cuisine. This is just like everything. Anyway, we have all the food because all the people that we conquered and annoyed have gone, well, we'll go and visit you and give you food. That was nice. After all we've done for them, they came and gave us food and stuff. It's very, very nice of them. So we should be very grateful for immigration so that we get all the nice things. And yeah. Anyway, that's just sort of people like immigration. It's like, why not? It's like the whole world is really anybody's. Well, I think that obviously national borders are a thing. You don't want people invading your country. That's not great. But if you invite them into your country, if they come to your country and give you nice things, which they, because that is, I'm not saying every person that comes here is in catering, because that would be weird. But some of them are, and others are other things. Everybody's valuable. I'm like, please come and visit me. It's a bit boring. Come and entertain me. It's like, it's all about me. Yeah. Anyway, that's a very nuanced and well thought out argument in favour of immigration. I basically don't care. It's like, I'm happy that anyone that's not horrible is welcome in my country. I'm speaking for everyone here. Yes, I've taken upon myself to be the ambassador of this country, and you can come here if you want, especially if your country is horrible. Come here instead. Come here. Come here. So that's a nice jingle for the come to our country and don't listen to Nigel Naraj. Nigel Naraj. Don't listen to him because he's a big froggy idiot. Which is, yeah. So the last person that you should listen to is that man. He's like those big, have you been to a fairground where there's like a sort of like a big rubbish bin with a face on them? So they're like, and you put the food in and you put the rubbish in. It's like a fairground rubbish bin. That's what his head reminds me of. It's like, yes. So that's the best thing for him. A big-headed rubbish bin. That's what he's good for. So if you're a fan of his, I don't know why you would be, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're an idiot. Basically, no, I don't want to insult anyone, but why? There are certain people that if you're on their side, you begin to wonder what on earth has happened in your life to put you in that position. I'm sorry, fans of Nigel Farage. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I've insulted you because it's not your fault. Something has definitely happened to you. I'm just causing problems all over the place. So I'm not a diplomat, obviously. Obviously not a diplomat. That would be, and this is why I often considered going into politics, but then I realised that you watch a video like this and go, no, I will cancel you now. You shouldn't have said that. So I'm like, good point. So that's the main reason that I haven't gone into anything influential, because I think I would very, very swiftly get cancelled by all the things. It's like, this is a lot of people go into politics and then further down the line they go, oh yes, I made that tweet. I forgot about that. But it's like, just on the safe side, I probably did. I probably said something really, really inadvisable. So please don't cancel me. See, the Oscars are tonight, and the reason that one particular person isn't going to be winning any Oscars, even though they were widely tipped to, is because of Twitter. Twitter is the worst thing you can do. Facebook is the second worst thing you can do. Internet, basically. YouTube and the other places, it's like, yeah, probably not a good idea, but I mean, people have done inadvisable things here. A lot of people have, but to be honest, the whole of the internet is a bit of a problem, isn't it? A lot of relationships have broken down because of Facebook. Just saying that the other day, it's like, if it wasn't for Facebook, then I would still be talking to quite a few members of my family who are not talking to me and who I'm not talking to. It's like, I'm not bothered really, and they're very angry at me. So I'm sorry to my family, but really, if you go around being racist on the internet, don't want to talk to you. Anyway, so this is the reason I don't talk to some of my members of the family. Electronic sewage, yes, that's what the internet is. Electronic sewage. You're quite right, Arafingal. So yeah, the family members, this is it. If they're watching this and you go, what? And they're sneakily watching, it's like, even though I don't like them anymore and I don't want to talk to them, I'm going to sneakily watch a video. If you did that, then this is the reason I don't talk to you. I know the reason you don't talk to me is because you don't like me. But you don't like me because I disagree with you on some fundamental facts. Yeah, and this would not have happened if it wasn't for Facebook. Because if it wasn't for Facebook, you would not be aware. I mean, at Christmas parties or whatever, sometimes people did things that were not great. Like, no, I had an uncle, God bless him, he's not with us anymore. He's not with us anymore, but one of my first memories of ever, when I was about 2 or 3, he gave all the kids cherry brandy, because it's funny, and he gave, and then I was like, and I sat on somebody's lap, and I got burnt by a cigar, because he wasn't being careful, on my hand. I didn't do it deliberately, but I cried, and everyone's like, what's wrong with you? And I was told to not make so much fuss. So unhappy about that. This same uncle used to make homemade alcohol, like out of parsnips or potato or whatever, which was pretty lethal. And he would also give that to the children of the family and laugh. My brother, at one particular, somebody's 18th birthday party, I think one of his children or something like that, my little brother had drunk a load of this parsnip wine or whatever and was very ill on the bus back. We had a minibus and was sick. And it rolled down the minibus all over everybody's feet. And they were very angry at him. Now, I would have been angry at my uncle, but really. So I'm very sad that he's dead. But anyway, let's leave it at that. Anyway, don't speak ill of the dead. My mum will see this and be angry at me, and then she won't speak to me either. But I haven't said who it is. But I am angry at that. I don't think that's a great thing to do, to be honest. But he was a laugh. Oh, what a laugh. And other members of my family, oh, what a laugh. Those terrible things that you say. Ha ha. Saying those things to wind up other members of your family. What a laugh. Ha ha. Don't listen to them. They're just saying things to get on your nerves. Why would you do that, though? Anyway, so there are other reasons. But my mother will be so annoyed at me. I will maybe maybe ban her from watching this. Hey, Mum, sorry. Now I've fallen out with my mother, so there you go. So this is what the internet does. I should not have said anything, but you can see what the issues are, really. That's not even the worst of it. Anyway, those are the sort of things that you forgive and you know about. But the internet is worse because people say things and there's no context or sort of nuance, and you can't tell whether they're joking. You can't make an excuse for them anymore. It's like there for all to see, and you're like, and then people attack each other and say terrible things, and you can't take it back. You can delete it, but people remember it. And that's the end of that. So there are several people in my family that there's a little bit of a problem. It's a family airing dirty laundry. It's a very volatile family, I think. Yeah, so that's fun. Shouldn't have said anything. Anyway, on that bombshell, I didn't realise it was so late. It's so late. I've got a Zoom meeting tonight because somebody who works for the Free Fringe has gone to Australia. Of all the things, has gone to Australia, and because Australia's got a very different time zone to us, if the meeting was any earlier, they'd still be asleep. So I've got to do a Zoom meeting with Australia. So that's fun. Do that now. And everyone's gone very quiet and left. This is because I was airing dirty laundry. It's because they were all my family and now they've gone. They've all gone, and that's my own fault. I'm sorry. I apologise for being horrible by telling people what you did wrong. I did wrong was telling you what you did wrong. There you go. That's how it works. It's like, I can do what I want, but you tell people about it and you're the bad guy. Anyway, this is the reason. This is the reason why internet is bad. All right, well, I'll leave you with that. And are you still there? Is anyone still there? Say something to me. Yes, I pressed the wrong button. So may your week ahead be one of the, good fortune and happiness, if that is at all possible. You're still here. Right, so hello and goodbye. And I'm sorry that I just knocked that off then because I was like, no. Anyway, bye-bye. Have a good week if that is possible. See you very soon.